All right, Jen St. Dennis from Business in Vancouver is with us. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning.
Gas prices. What is going on?
That's
Oil's
right.
low, but gas is high.
That's right. Yeah, and I know we've talked about this several times, but an economist at the Bank of Montreal called Benjamin Wrights has decided he was going to figure this out, and so he ran some numbers, and he found that yes, something a little bit funny is happening compared to what's happened in the past. So in the past, he says that gas prices have tracked oil prices much more closely. So for instance, back in 2008, when we had the global slowdown, we did see a drop in oil prices because of reduced demand, and we also saw a corresponding drop in gas prices. They were about an average of 76 cents a litre in Canada. That compares to today, where they're well over $1 a litre in most parts of the country. Here in Vancouver today, they're $1.19. So he thinks that based on what's happened in the past, they should actually be more at around 90 cents per litre. So there seems to be a bit of a disconnect now, a bit of a break between that correlation. Now those two lines in the graph are moving a little bit further away.
And not always a lot of fun, especially when we've got tax on top of it here in BC, of course, also. So it's
and that's one of the things that makes it a little bit more expensive in BC is that we do have some more taxes and levies, especially in the Metro Vancouver area, that are put on top of that.
All right. Well, the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to announce their key lending rate later on this morning, and the rumor is that it's going to go up. So what does that mean for us?
Yeah, so this is widely expected, the U.S. interest rate to finally go up after about 7 years of keeping it very low to try to stimulate their economy. Well, for the Canadian economy, the biggest effect is going to be that this is going to push the Canadian dollar even lower because the U.S. dollar is going to be strengthened. So in comparison, the Canadian dollar will drop. It also means that the U.S. economy is showing enough strength for Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen to consider making this decision. So those are actually both good things overall for the Canadian economy. So I know that it's painful for vacationers. It can make some consumer goods more expensive, but overall for exports, it's very good to have that low Canadian dollar, especially with the U.S. economy strengthening. And here in BC, it's also expected to benefit industries like tourism and film. Now, one thing that's sort of like a pro and con type of thing is that it's also expected to push real estate prices here in Vancouver higher because with that falling Canadian dollar, we will see more interest and demand from buyers from places like the United States and also from China. So don't expect real estate prices to drop anytime soon.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. Jen St. Dennis
welcome.
from Business in Vancouver. We'll see you tomorrow.